Hey, yeah, so I guess this is part two. I've got 2 minutes on this Dadan. What's this thing called? Dadan, whatever I'm using for, no, not keywords everywhere. Uh, Dadan, or whatever. But no, this is a meaningful commit, really meaningful commit. Look, you can tell they did some stuff in here. Animate test. So there was like, this is meaning, this is getting worked on, which is exciting. Yeah, look at all this. Look at all this goodness from the lit team. You go, guys. What did this guy? And this guy is prolific. I think this is I don't know if this is a maintainer, but yeah, he's got the most commits on here. He must be the author, Justin Fagnani. Thank you, Justin, for your hard work. So I'm really excited. I'm a little giddy, have to admit it. Having to maintain, 40, 50 React wrappers and finding a solution to not have to do that is pretty exciting. Let's read this part. Why are wrappers needed? React can already render web components since custom elements are just HTML elements, and React knows how to render HTML, but React makes some assumptions about HTML elements that don't always hold for custom elements, and it treats lowercase tag names differently from uppercase component names in ways that can make custom elements harder than necessary to use. For instance, React assumes that all JSX properties map to HTML element attributes, provides no way to set properties. This makes it difficult to pass complex data like objects, arrays, or functions to web components. Yada, yada, yada. And then he says, disclaimer, React is working on fixing these issues. Yeah, I know React has done a lot to be more compatible with web components. But in the meantime, our wrappers take care of setting properties and listening to events for you. So I think React is getting better and better. I forget that site that lists frameworks compatibility with web components, but it seems to be doing good. But actually, what really excites me is just not having to write the wrappers myself. This create component thing seems to be very magical. It says creates a React component that wraps an existing web component. The wrapper allows you to set props on the component and adds event listeners to the component like you would any other React component. So even just giving me that glue code, it's, as you can see, it's going down to 24 lines of code, of nicely formatted code with spaces. So this is like 20 lines of code. This is so sweet. And I'm pretty sure I had like 100 and something lines of code. So if I was really cool, I'd like be telling you how it works and everything, but I'm just learning myself. Let's see. Let's learn together, right? The create component function makes a React component wrapper for a custom element class. We knew that. It correctly passes React props to properties accepted by the custom element and listens for events dispatched by the custom element. So it's working in both directions for you. Let's see. So this is the interface. You can tell this looks exactly like what I ended up with here. I've got some extra stuff, but for the most part, this is the exact same. You got your tag name, element class. So that's the AG toggle is the core, and it's React events. And you can see it looks exactly the same. Nice uniform interface. And after defining the React component, you can use it just as you would any other React component. I guess I should talk about like, what did I have to do to get this working? All I had to do was npm install lit React and then follow that interface and give it a try. And I did have the storybook stories, and I just want to make sure that the buttons rendered, and it seems to be working. So using slots. So I haven't gotten into this part yet, but it looks